What's up, YouTubers? I'm Foreign Picasso, and happy 4th of July. Today I'm dropping a quick video back with a personal take on an interesting conversation that's been floating around the internet, and that's, should Activision take the Call of Duty franchise and turn that AAA title into a free-to-play format? For those who pre-ordered Modern Warfare already, there were heavy discussions in an Infinity Ward studio to actually either charge less for the base game or go free-to-play altogether. The reason behind this is mostly due to the fact that Activision wants to see more profit than they already do. Because believe it or not, the company is disappointed with how much Black Ops 4 is currently making. It hasn't made as much money as it was projected to, and this is probably why they had all those massive job cuts last February. The company was so sure that the profits were going to be rolling in, so they hired a whole bunch of people, and then they were confused at what went wrong, and they had to fire a whole bunch of people. So now Activision has played with the idea here in Black Ops 4, letting Battle Royale go free to play for the month of April and things of that nature. The company is also aware of how well free-to-play titles such as Fortnite and to a lesser extent Apex Legends use microtransactions to fuel their game. The possibility of seeing Activision go free-to-play is a real one. Screen Rant last May wrote an article on the possibility of Modern Warfare being free to play before it was confirmed that it's going to be, $60 for the base game and stuff like that. To quote a section of the article, Activision has made it clear to investors that Infinity Ward's next franchise installment will feature some big changes to the Call of Duty formula, and free-to-play monetization strategies would certainly be the largest among them if implemented. It's been confirmed already that Modern Warfare is doing away with the Season Pass, which has already been around, probably close, if not maybe like a decade at this point. That's how long it's been around that people, have been buying it and using it for map packs and stuff. And now it's gone. It's also very possible that the new contract system that's been in place in Black Ops 4 currently, it's going to be similar, if not to the same model as used in Modern Warfare. This means that players are going to have a better shot earning like many of those cosmetics that people spend their money on. So there's definitely going to be some shakeup for this next title, because as far as what we see, there's no clear way of how Activision is going to be making, a crap ton of money the way that they want to make. I'd say if there was any AAA title that would be the first to allow the free-to-play model, and go heavy on the microtransactions, it would be Call of Duty. But I do have a problem with that fact because Activision, they've been the best-selling franchise on the console for literally like the last decade. They might have missed out like once. Like every single installment that comes out in the series is purchased like absurdly. So they're the alpha dog on the console at least. They set the industry standard and they have all the best innovation. Now, many of us, including myself, of course, are disappointed with a lot of what's come out over the last couple of years. But we're not going to act like they haven't produced incredible titles before. Even like the games that are coming out now, with all the issues and problems and bugs and things that we don't like, the only reason we might call any of these titles bad is because we compare them to the older titles of Call of Duty. We're not really comparing them to like other games. I don't see like nitpicking. Because overall, Call of Duty, as far as like what comes out year after year, it's good enough to be, the industry standards, good enough to be the lead game over all the other shooter titles that are currently available on the market. With that being said, though, the company looks at other titles like Fortnite and all the money they make. Fortnite posted the most revenue ever made by a game in 1 year, coming in at $2.4 billion in 2018. So the point of the company, right? Of course, we want to have entertainment as consumers. We want the game. We want to play. We want to have fun. But the point of the company is to try to make as much money as possible. Like, they're in business for money. They're not in business really completely for our entertainment. Like, at the end of the day, they started off because they wanted to make money. And that's where they are. And that's everybody that's in any kind of business anywhere. Like, the whole point is you hope to make money. And Call of Duty, knowing that they're an alpha dog, when they look at Fortnite making a crap ton more money than they get frustrated. Like how I just kind of like messed up my slur right there. They get frustrated. It's like, what is this? Activision made something like $500 million the first 3 days at launch or something like that. The numbers are skewed. Some people say they made more than that. Some people say they made less than that. Whatever. The point is, like, the first week, they made all that money from, sales, people buying the game, buying the season pass. But they can't keep up that kind of productivity throughout the entire duration of the game. Like, people aren't buying, cosmetics and those lock boxes. So they're not making that much money, and that's where I'm trying to get at here. They're making a crap ton, but they're not making like Fortnite money. And the difference between Fortnite and Call of Duty is the player count. Now, Fortnite being a free-to-play game, it entices a lot of people to play it because you don't have to spend any money. You just go in and then boom, just drop in, you're playing. That's it. Like, you don't have to spend money in Fortnite. But there's always that, oh, look at that skin, look at that cosmetic, look at this guy, look what that guy's wearing, check this out, and you want it, so then you end up spending money. When last year at some point, Black Ops 3 was a free game on the PlayStation Store. It was part of like the pass or whatever, and they saw a staggering number of downloads from Black Ops 3 when Black Ops 4 is already out. Like, that's the current game, and everyone jumped back to Black Ops 3, which is 2 games prior. It's before World War II, and they saw all these people playing the game. Like, there was a chance that they could have made money off of that, and Black Ops noticed that. Trust me, they noticed something like that when it came down to that. Now, this whole video is all comes down to speculation, because at this point there hasn't been any decision made for sure. Like, Activision has not came out and said, hey, we're going free to play after Modern Warfare, or at like halfway through the life of Modern Warfare we're gonna go free to play. But if I had a bet, and that's the reason why we're bringing this up, I would say, guys, look to see certain elements of Call of Duty become free to play. Like, they're gonna see them toy with this idea more. You're gonna see them trying to see if this is gonna bring them anywhere. I would say everyone's talking about this new Blackout that potentially might be coming to the new Call of Duty. I would say something like that would be free to play. Like, they're gonna offer that for free because they're gonna try to entice people to play their game, and they want to see if they can get that kind of revenue that Fortnite's getting. So that if that was to happen, I would say look to see microtransactions boom like never before, because if they decided to start making things free to play, then I would think the domino effect would be you're gonna see other studios go free to play for some of their stuff. But let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Let me know, like, do you think Activision would ever seriously consider going free to play? Do you guys think that's a good thing, that other franchises might follow them, or is that a bad thing? Like, are you gonna see things like EA where they're gonna lock so much behind a paywall and just make the game like completely unplayable? Just let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna let the video play on so you guys can see the rest of this match if you want. If you don't, fine, you can click off. But before you leave, give me a thumbs up, like the video, and subscribe for future content that is definitely coming soon. And until next time, guys, happy headhunting. Darkness descends.